Shalom, welcome back to my channel. My name is Achi'ka Da'veed and I'll be your host today and your teacher. Well, today guys, we only have 4 new letters that we're gonna go over. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want you to get some type of understanding. We don't always have to do 5 letters. We don't always have to do 6 letters. Sometimes you can only do 1 or 2 letters. You know, today I chose for only to do 4. So today is lesson number, say it, Shalisha, okay? Shalisha. That means number 3. Today's lesson number 3. Our first letter today that we're going to go over is what we call the cough. Just joking. It's not the cough. That's the name of the letter. What's the sound? What's the sound of the letter? The sound of the letter is a hard K sound, like in kite. Blow that air past the roof of your mouth and hold your mouth tight. It can also be a soft sound, as in, push those lips out. Let the air come from the back of your throat. And what does the cough mean? Symbolically, it means the palm of the hand. And what do you do with the palm of the hand? You grab things with it. I'm grabbing my staff. In the Hebrew, there's a word called call, okay? Call. Not make a call, but you can remember it like that. Call. It means taking the palm of the hand and wrapping around the staff. It means all in Hebrew. All. So that's one of the new vocabulary words I want to add to you today. And we're going to talk about what that next letter, lamed, is. Actually, that takes us to our next letter. Our next letter is called lamed. Lamed. And what is a lamed? I already told you. It's a staff, okay? And what is a staff used for? Or what does it mean? Well, a staff means authority. And a staff means to guide. And a staff means leadership. And that's a great way for you to remember what the letter L in the Hebrew language means. It's lamed, but it represents leadership. The sound is a L. You got to use your tongue, put it on the back of your teeth. Leadership. Low. It's the same sound that you learned since you was a child. Same thing. Okay? What's the next letter? Let's go to the next letter. The next letter is what they call a mem. Mem. Okay? And what does a mem represent in Hebrew? Easy. Represents water, any type of liquid. In the ancient, it has like a wave of water. That's the symbol of it. And so if you notice it in the letter M, it looks like water, like a wave of water. And that's where they get it from. They got it from the ancient Hebrew. So mem represents liquid, water, blood. It could be urine. It could be any kind of liquid. And it means that. And so it means to travel. It means to flow. And so that's your next letter. And it has the sound of a If you notice, I'm putting my lips together. In Hebrew and grammar, they call it a label, right? Where you use your lips, a lavel, to speak and to pronunciate. And so you have to get used to hearing these things, okay? What's our next letter? Well, in the English, it'd be L-M-N. So our next letter is not N, it's called Noon. And you can remember it's easy. That's why I chose these 4 letters, which is the Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Noon. And so when you do your song, again, you go Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Noon. Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Noon, right? K-L-M-N. But in Hebrew, it's Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Noon. And you make this song, you add this to your song like you do Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Ket, Tet, Yod, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Noon. And that's when we're going to go to our next one. And so you add these pieces to the alphabet, the Aleph, Bet, not the alphabet, the Aleph, Bet. The alphabet is the Greek term. The Aleph, Bet is Yah's language of the Hebrew 22 letters. Okay? So the next letter is the noon. And what is the noon? Not the noon of day. Sounds like it, but it's not. What does the noon represent? The noon represents what they call a seed. A seed. A seed. And what does a seed represent in the Hebrew culture? Well, it represents the idea of continuance. That's what it means. It's for something to continue, to go from one generation to the next generation. And it's beautiful. There is another word that I want to give you. that's going to help you remember this word and represent what it means. It's called bane. 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 You hear that? N. That's the sound of the noon. Name. Name. I'm overemphasizing, I'm over speaking, I'm over pronunciating to let you hear it. Name. Bane. And what does the bane represent? Well, the bet represents the house and the tent and the dwelling. And what does the noon represent? Well, the noon represents a seed. And if you put those two together, it means the continuation of the house. That's what a son is. Like for me, I tell my son, he's my only son. He is the continuation of my house. He's the continuation of me. And if I don't raise him right, and if I don't teach him right, as Yah has declared, I will destroy my own house. So fathers, mothers, parents, grandparents, whoever it is that's in charge of raising these young men, I want you to understand something. They are the ones who are continuing your house with your name. That's how we got our inheritance. It's through our ancestors, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, and it's a continuation, and there's seeds that continue. And if we don't do our jobs and we don't teach our children as we've been instructed, then they're going to fall off and we're going to destroy our house. I'm going to also give you another word that's going to be very useful because I don't want the daughters to think that I forgot about them. Okay. The bath. The bath. What's a bath? It's spelled B-A-T-H, right? In the Hebrew, bath. And you can remember that like Bathsheba. It means daughter. What is she? She's a house, right? She's a house. She's part of a house. And what do we do? Remember the first letter of the bed? You got that little dot in it? That's for pregnancy, right? The daughter is given to someone's son, and then they create another what? Another house. And this is why Yahweh says, do not give your sons to them, or neither give your daughters to these people, because he wants to continue his house. He wants to continue his seed. Praise the mighty Yah. I thank you today for spending time with me. I'm looking forward to doing more of this Hebrew lesson. We're going to get into our grammar. We're going to get into our verbs. We're going to get into these things. Why? Because it's going to help you understand not just the language, but it's going to help you understand the culture. It's going to help you understand the lifestyle and what goes along with that. I praise Yah for you today. I hope that you have a great day today. I want you to focus and meditate on these words today. And, just keep adding these things. We're also going to have a series where I'm going to give you words and what they call roots, which are shoreshes. I'm going to give those to you, shoreshim. And I'm going to teach you, because if you learn these roots, there's over like 300 plus roots that you have to learn. And once you learn them, when you start reading Hebrew, you'll be able to understand what you're reading. And that's going to be a remarkable thing. It's going to be exciting for you. And then you'll begin to understand and learn and not be so religious and start being more just a basic human being. Praise the mighty Yah. I'll see you next time.